What's up? I'm just getting into this as soon as possible physically. Make sure I'm actually live. Is it working? What's up? Hello, hello. Hello, gamers. Let me... While ads are gonna be going on in just a minute, I'm gonna do some self-promo stuff and make sure everything's set up. Oh. There, that should be playing on stream now, right? There we go. Let me go make my blue sky post and stuff. Alright. So the weekly missions, or the daily missions it gave me are to use Wind and Thunder Spirits, so I'm probably gonna build, just to speedrun those, a Mono Thunder and a Mono Wind deck. +3 for each Earth enchanting it when there's a chance. Damage, you can special send it into Inklo Surge. You can expend Solar. Okay, well, any Thunder deck starts with Ash Rabbit. add some Zeuses. And let's make sure we pick up some ambrosia, some nectar of the gods, poison-tipped arrows. And then we'll cut. And we're already running 3 Thunderbolts, so I don't think the full Garys are necessarily that worth it. Need to cut 3 more. Name this Thunder Turbo. And let's go do some Thundering Turbo. Why is the deck not valid? Oh, you have to do exactly 40. I didn't realize I couldn't be 1 over. Alright, in that case, we will cut... we'll cut 1 Boom Bat, sure. Probably a horribly made deck, but it's mostly just here to use up our Thunder Spirits so we do the daily quest. It might take 1 or 2 games, but we'll find out. Also, welcome back from the ads. I believe they should have been concluded by now. Got a Gorgon's Gaze, Toxion, Quackle, Thunderbolt, Nectar. That's not a terrible hand at all. If we can Nectar and draw Zeus, that would be really nice with Toxion. Well, I guess it depends. No. Yeah, Toxion, Thunderbolt. Blow up their thing, make them expend 3. That'd be really nice. Kind of depends on if they have PTA or Gorgon's Gaze, but that's kind of always the case. Those are cards you just kind of have to always keep in mind. Oh, what did they add there? Oh, it doesn't let me see it. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Okay. Race top, unfortunate. Okay, we'll start with Nectar. PTA and a Second Toxion. Okay, let's summon Toxion. See what they do here. Okay. So it's probably not PTA that they have. So if it was PTA, they'd probably immediately fire it. I guess I could see a world where they keep it. Alright, we're gonna Thunderbolt the Toxion and just try and beat down. Battle phase. Okay. Trigger Thunderbolt. Boom, we basically did 2 damage to them without needing to hit directly, which is really nice. Let's see. So it looks like they're Earth with a Thunder Splash is my guess. Rumagem means you're almost certainly playing a decent amount of Earth if you're playing something that solely searches Earth. Okay, Equilinx. That's fine. If he goes for Equilinx's effect, we'll Gorgon's Gaze it, but... Okay, yeah, we're gonna... well, I don't know, will he... It's an interesting question here, whether you Nexus or not. Because you can Nexus, but it kills your Scythe. That makes sense. I would imagine... Nexus away from the Beloy, blow up my Thunderbolt, and then you can beat over, basically get back 2 of the runes that I did damage to you with, or 2 of the spirits that I damaged you with, or 1 of the spirits, right? Because it's 2 if, yeah, it's only 2 if Demeter is enchanted, which they don't have, but. I do really like Scythe of Demeter. I wish there was more Earth artifact synergies. Oh, interesting. Okay. They decided to not go for that. In that case, I think I will just cast a Toxion in defense. Force you to expend another rune. Or another spirit. I keep calling them runes. Runes are the back row cards. And then just pass. There's an argument that I maybe should have changed this to defense, but... Problem is I guess if I'm Gorgon's Gaze, it doesn't matter too much either way. Okay, enchanting another spirit to the Equilinx. Okay. Now we Gorgon's Gaze you. Now this turn it can't attack, and they won't be able to blow up our rune. So we get to just kind of get a free turn. We're really looking for... Not that. That is not the kind of card we want to draw here. Unfortunate. I think we just... Do we just enchant and... Okay, wait. How many spirits in our graveyard? We do have 6 spirits in our graveyard. So we could wall up with a Quackle. I think I like going a bit more on the offensive and just... saying, hey. Hey, keep expending. Alright. Then pass. Viscerous, huh? Interesting. This is from hand or deck. Okay. I do think we PTA this. It's not a great feeling. But if we let the Viscerous live at end of turn, they'll end up with 3 creatures. And they're about to wipe our field here. So I think any advantage we can eke out is good advantage right now. Alright. We do have a few good draws here. Special cast. I just realized you could misenchant that if you really wanted. Oh, that's actually... Well, that's cool. That's a cool play that they got there. Oh, and they Nexus away from the Viscerous so that I PTA'd so that... Okay, that's actually a really cool play. Good on you, opponent. That's, pretty neat. Pretty neat. I should maybe be running those in this deck. Okay. So we'll start with Ambrosia. Search your deck for a Thunderstorm card. So Viscerous at base is a 4/2, so we could Thunderstorm and beat over it. I think that's what we're gonna do. I don't know if this is correct. We blew up the Floy. Why is he a 5/2? Oh, he counts himself. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, no, this game is we're losing that one. Whoa, okay, alright, well. We'll try this one more time, because I don't think we hit the, 15 enchanting spirits we need. I'm mostly just doing this for the quick mission. I'm more excited about the wind, because wind is not an element I've really explored. So I'm excited to mess around with wind and see if we can't find a fun wind strategy. Either all wind or mostly wind. Opponent's got the classic set. Are we doing a set 1 or a set 2? No, set 1 Cryoling, alright. We've seen before that Cryoling can actually get kinda scary. Obviously it's not scary right now. So we're gonna go... with our own classic set 1 Astrabbit Pass, but even better, because it's a set 1 Mount Olympus Astrabbit Pass. Let's get that Astrabbit trigger. Ooh, ooh. All of these are good. Okay. I think we'll grab a race to the top. Because if my opponent can't take out the Astrabbit, next turn I want to play Sonic War to shut down all of the counter runes. Which means if we grabbed Poison Tip there, we wouldn't be able to use it. Whereas Race to the Top we can use. Well, okay, what does this guy do? You can expend in order to target and destroy a face-down rune. During your end phase, you must either send this Nyx Chimera to the Underworld or special ascend it into Nyx Chimera Fallen Form from your hand, deck, or Underworld. Blizzard! Oh, shoot. Well, that's, honestly, was not expecting Blizzard. Okay, well, that's on me. I should have Gorgon's Gazed first. I was hoping he would activate Nyx Chimera effect, and, we could get it with the Blizzard there. Okay, now he changes to the Fallen form? Yes. And I have no idea what the Fallen form does, so I guess we'll see that too. I'm imagining it's like Frost Lunar, because it's like Rising Sun, Falling Sun. Right? Yeah, I got it right. Alright. Not be targeted by Invoke runes during your end phase. You must send this. Oh, that's really annoying. Because that means we can't destroy it with Race to the Top. Huh. Alright, we'll play Sengat Astro Rabbit. Astrabbit. Good old bunny. We'll draw Toxeon just to have offensive pressure here. And take out... I think this one with Thunderstorm. Let's See if they have a response to that. They do not. What is it we blew up there? Tsunami. Okay. We can't play Race to the Top. So we just end our turn, unfortunately. Oh, that's actually really a crush. Ooh, that's kind of spooky. I didn't realize the way it worked is it switched. Oh, that shuts down Race to the Top for the entire game. Oh, heck. That is a problem. Huh. That's a really cool card, though. Maybe we'll have to build a Nixamera deck, because, if I'm not wrong, because it's special ascending, he can put another rune on it if he wants to. Yeah. So it keeps growing in the offensive pressure it can put out. Luckily, we could keep kind of playing defensively for now until we find an out. I think our only real out is... Well, no, because... No, yeah, our out is Boombat. We gotta find a Boombat sooner rather than later. Okay, he's gonna search for a Frost Spirit. I imagine we're just finding another Cryoling? Oh, sorry. Another Cryoling? No, a Broomalinx. I don't actually know what that card does. If anyone from the Elestrals team is listening, and I'll probably bring this up on their Discord with feedback. Oh no, yeah, no, okay. I'd appreciate if there was like, revealed cards or something, so I could see, like, I could maybe open this window and see what Broomalinx does, since it would be technically public information. Okay. I guess Zeus is also an out, right? If we get Zeus here, because we can Zeus to give the Fallen Form -3/-3, and then beat over it with the Olympus-empowered Toxion. So yeah, we need Boombats, we need Zeuses, we need... I mean, I have 3 of both of those, so there's a decent chance. The Gaze does not do it. Actually, does Gaze do it? Gaze kind of does it. Because we can Gaze, which will prevent it from changing forms. And then we can Race to the Top next turn. So for now, I think we'll just put this Quackle in defense. Activate Quackle's effect. Shuffle back 3 of our Thunder Spirits. And just pass the turn. They will shift their Fallen Form back. Oh, but we might have a problem, because Race Stop kills the one with more defense or less defense, right? It's less. The least, okay. We need to draw something that has more defense. I mean, I still think I do it either way. Because I just need it to be targetable at all. Okay. It's gonna activate its effect. This is where we Gorgons to negate and suppress it for the turn. Oh no, wait, wait. I don't know how Race to the Top works against Cast Bruno links, you can search your deck for a minute. No! They can find Mountain of Boreas. Ah! The counters! The counters! We needed Mount Olympus to stick for one more turn. Okay. Well, no, now even if we draw Mount Olympus, we have a problem. Yeah, I don't know how we get out from under this. Our opponents just kind of had all the answers they really needed. I guess the answer would have been forcing the Gorgon's Gaze immediately and playing around Blizzard. Wait, he can't ascend though, right? That's the trigger that's on the stack? Or that's in the chain? Can't look at my graveyard. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, it triggers, but it does nothing because it's suppressed. Yeah, there's... I mean, we play the Quackle, we live for one more turn, but... Dang. Alright. We did do the Thunder, which is what I was mostly doing that all for. So let's just delete this, because I don't think I'm ever going to play again. And make us a mono wind deck. Or a heavy wind deck. So let's see. A Olis can disenchant 2 from himself. Search your deck for 1 spirit, wind Elastral, and add it to your hand. Interesting. And I know he disenchants to search for a wind Elastral and sends it to the underworld. Destroy Rune. Search as an Elastral in battle, you can search your deck for an Aeolus or Champion of Aeolus and add it to your hand. I know this and Chrysor are very strong, because Chrysor... Because you can play Sorlet, have it beat over something in battle, and then have it search Chrysor, put Chrysor in hand, immediately use Chrysor to ascend and hit for 2 again. So what is a wind gen? When this engine receives 1 or more wind, you can name a card, then foretell 3. One or more cards with that name are foretold this way. You may add it 1 to your hand and special ascend this wind gen to Tornado-gen for your deck. And then Tornado-gen can expend to search your deck for 3 different cards. 1 to your hand, shuffle the rest into your deck. Interesting. Okay, so I know, we're probably going to be in a bit of a beatdown plan here. We can go with the 3 Aeolus. We probably want the, just for the stat buff. The Toxiswarm with the, where is it? The Exaltair is a thing we've, definitely lost to in the past. Galaxair seems like it could be decent. Nemicel is nice. And then we'll play the Windjin package here. Is there any other solar cards we want to throw in here? Doesn't look like it. Let's grab the generic stuff here. PTA. This is one where Nexusing is more relevant, which is why I'm gonna run Altar of Stars. It's probably worth it. Oh, we're already over. Okay. If that's the case, we can probably just lower the Windjin, or maybe just not even play it, honestly. And then we have more space for, like, one of Rise. Shield. We'll do 2 shield and a Gorgons like that. And call this Wind Turbo. I was gonna name it Wind Beatdown, but we should just name it Wind Turbo. I don't have anything that isn't wind this time around, so... just full in on wind. Wind Turbo, let's go. Talfen, alright. I go first. We got an Exaltair, a Shield, a Rise from the Ashes, a Nectar, a Poison. Not the best hand in the world, but it's decent, and the Nectar can really get us some good places. If we find an Aeolus, we're kind of just pogged out of our mind. But pretty much any other Elastral will also be nice. Okay, we drew more counter runes. That's still not awful. It's not exactly what we want, but... we will just play out an Exaltair and 3 Brackrow. And say, go, opponent. We do get kind of blown out by a Blizzard here, but that is a one-of. So surely my opponent just doesn't have it. They had it. Alright, well. In that case, I should have just drawn better. Wait, did they misenchant? Oh my gosh, they misenchanted by accident. Let's go. We won because our opponent misplayed. Sometimes you win because you win, and sometimes you win because your opponent loses. That was a win because our opponent lost. Alright. Oh, this is a hand. This is a hand. Okay. It's definitely a weird one, but I can dig it. Okay, we'll start with Aeolus. Trigger Aeolus to enchant. We'll put 3 spirits on him for now. Let's disenchant to go find us a wind Elastral. Let's see, what's in our hand right now? Yeah. I think we'll grab Sorlet as follow-up for next turn. Eh? There we go. And then we will play out our Toxiswarm. Make them expend a rune, or spirit, I mean. Ban the bot that's showing up in my chat. And say go. We would have liked at least one counter rune there, preferably, but like, it's not the end of the world. The hope is that our opponent plays defensively, and just like, if they play like an Ash Rabbit pass, that's like S tier for us. That's like absolutely what we kind of want to see. Our opponent's on bears. Okay, that's a bit spooky. Bears can be a little spooky at times. Disenchant 4 spirits unless to from resident special cast a bear Elastral from your hand to our deck. Okay. Starting with Urseer. Urseer is fine as long as they don't have another buff that they can give it. I also don't know how this works with, okay, does Ursil still summon here? He does. Dang it. I was hoping he didn't. I figured he did, but like, you know. Sometimes you pray that... Sorry, I disconnected my mic by accident. Sometimes you pray the rules don't work the way they do, or the way they should, and instead pray they work the way you want them to work in that one specific scenario, so that you can win. But that's not always what you get to do. Opponent? Our opponent ran out of time, accidentally choosing not to summon anything. Okay. I think I just go for maximum damage here. Yeah, we're just gonna put on offensive pressure while we can. So, we'll move all of our runes over to Exaltair, which will force our opponent to expend 2, and then we can hit them for 3. And we're just really gonna... And then we'll set up a second Aeolus. I think this time we will Add Nemesail. Okay. Now, we just... what we really don't want to see is another Earthseer. Well, even another Earthseer... No, wait, no, it's bad. Earthseer would be bad. We don't want to see another Earthseer. We're fine with most of the other bears. Okay, Abominursa's fine. It's a bit spooky, but it's like... meh. Oh, shoot. Ursaden is online. I didn't realize that it would be online that soon. Well, okay, they didn't use Ursaden, so we get one more turn. Oh, that's actually huge. That's so big. Okay, we're not going to use Aeolus's effect because we need him to be able to Nexus so we can Altar of Stars. But we can do this to switch the attack and defense of the Abominursa and then beat over it. Dang, I was really hoping we could get Galaxair to live here, but it might not be possible with the Ursaden online. We really wanted to find our own stadium rune so we could blow up the Ursaden. Okay. Dang. Where's Ash Blossom when you need it? Glad it's a once per turn. Because all cards in this game are once per turn unless they say otherwise. Because otherwise you could summon, trigger, enchant, and you... Okay. Not going to lie, that is not what I expected at all. Why would you summon Ursader here? Now, am I wrong in that this prevents the attack? Okay, yes, it prevents the attack. They still beat over it. Oh, oh, perfect. Oh, the draw we wished we could ask for. It's technically a little late, but... Because now we can go Sorlet. This is actually why I put Ursir in defense position, so Sorlet could still beat over it. Because then we go Battle Phase, Sorlet beat over this. We'll go find a second Sorlet for follow-up. And then, Chrysor effect lets us Special Ascend our Sorlet into a Chrysor mid-battle, and then beat over Abominursa. I really feel like our opponent made a lot of mistakes this game. I feel like this was their game to win if they had, honestly just summoned something stronger with Ursa Den. Because you can special cast the high cost bears with that effect as well. And they just chose not to for some reason. So, let's go. Oh, we also leveled up the Clash Pass. I still don't know what Ash does, but Hoggers. I can buy five Pandora keys. Actually, let's buy 10. Buy 5 with the gold, and then we can do the open 10 at a time of this. I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. I know it's the Necklace of Harmonia is the name of that card. Oh, a fancy Sorlet. And a fancy Shnark. Fancy Toxiswarm. Muddlet and Equilinx. Alright, nice. And we get Pandora's Box token. It can be exchanged in the special store. What? Where's the special store? Where's the... I want the special store. Oh, I see. If we get 10 of them, we get the cool guy. Okay. Alright. I have some more decks I want to build. We're probably just going to delete this. I know it won twice, but I still don't think it's great. But I realized just barely that I forgot to grab water before stream. So I'm going to run and do that real fast. And then I'll be back. So, be right back. I definitely didn't start talking and then realize I was still on the be right back screen, which auto-mutes me. That didn't happen, and you can't prove otherwise. Okay. I want to familiarize myself with a bit more of the card pool, see if I can't build some other decks and whatnot. I want to see, let's see if we can build around that Nyx Chimera, or Nyxamera. Okay. Well, do you even need, you really only need one of each, right? I guess you want more so you can actually find them and get the chain started. So yeah, we'll do that. This also seems like one. Clouby. When you cast Clouby, you can search your deck for an Atlantis or Rise from the Depths and add it to your hand. Well, that seems really nice. Wait a minute. I remember the guy we raided last time, Swolax, said that one of his favorite decks was Water Reanimator. I want to see if I can get an idea of what he would be running there. When you cast this Snark, you can search your deck for a card with the enchantment cost Water Lunar. So we can find Tsunami. Well, High Tide Tsunami, not just any Tsunami. Rock in a Hard Place. Tracking, I think? I don't know if you can find tracking because it's Moon Water instead of Water Moon. Wow, okay. Water seems like it's got a lot of decently strong stuff. Poseidon's effect. Okay, so we will be running this. We want the 3 Rise from the Depths. And this, so we can find the Rise from the Depths. And the 3 Atlantis, because those work with the Rise from the Depths. Tortuga's probably good. Foamy is an excellent card. Both of the Galaxies are pretty good. Maybe one each of those. Special Ascendant to Javalantis? What is Javalantis? Looks like Javalantis hasn't been implemented yet. We could probably play a couple Tsunamis. Oh, we probably want 3 Tadpuffs, because Tadpuffs let us play our big things turn 1. Okay. So if I were to cut 7 from this list, I think base galaxy is not great if we're doing pure water stuff. Probably cut down 1 Jurtugawa. We really want... let me see if there's... Is there ways to search Poseidon? It does not appear so. Is there a... Let's look up Divine. No. Okay. Oh, this lets us search for Divine Rune. I don't know if that's worth it. I don't think it is. Man, I should have asked Swolax for his, Water Reanimator list, because it sounds sick, and Rise from the Depths seems like a sick card. I just, you know, don't know if what I'm doing is the right way to... be playing it. Alright, we'll run it like that. See how it feels. Let's go Water Reanimator. Who we facing? Who we facing? It'd also be really funny if I, like, ended up running into, like, Swolax or something. Or another name I recognize. Okay, this hand's not great, but it's not the worst thing I've seen either. Our opponent has decided to mulligan. Good old foamy pass. That's fine. Our opponent does have a lot of spirits engraved because they mulligan. But also is not expecting such a spirit spread. Like, there are at least 4 different spirits right now. Which seems a little greedy, but... Oh, thanks, bro. Let's go find... We only have the one in our grave, right? Yeah, let's just go find another foamy. Alright, we really want to draw any 2-cost or Poseidon here. That is neither of those things. I mean, it's still not terrible, but we'll change this to attack. Play out Galaxy and attack. I guess there is actually a punish here. We should have played Galaxy in it. Ah! Okay. I guess we got a small connection error there. Okay, yep. That's the punish. I was saying we should have played Galaxy and then switched Foamy to attack, because if they Gorgon's Gaze, we now leave Foamy open to a counterattack. Although, wait, no, we're fine. Okay, we play... We can simply play out Atlantis. Go to battle phase. We can punch over the Exaltus. And then we can summon anything from our... any 1-cost in defense. So we will bring out... a Dratugua. And then it shuffles back the 2 water spirits we used. Yeah, now the only unfortunate bit is the Galaxy being open, but we can PTA this and force them to make a decision. Because now they have to burn Zeus to blow up Galaxy. And the more Zeus activations we burn off of them, the better. That's the second Ambrosia they've seen, which is not bad on their part. Ah, they're just trading. Interesting. Are you kidding me? 2 Lockagons? The 2 Lockagons we play? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Alright, we'll play out Rise from the Depths. playing Galaxy back to the field. We're gonna expend to draw a card here. Hey, Poseidon, that's not bad. We'll actually wait so we can sluggle Poseidon next turn. Although, no, we'll do it now. We get blown out by, like, Thunderbolt here, but I don't know if you'd be playing a Thunderbolt in a deck that is as, like, spirit-intensive as our opponents. So we're gonna Nexus 1 from Poseidon to Galaxy. I do not want to use its ability again. Go to battle. We'll attack with Chertugawa first, just in case they have something here. There's Shield of Achilles, that... Not sure I agree, but fair enough. Feel like you take the damage there and then wait for the Galaxy to attack, since it's the one that does more damage, but... I mean, I attacked with Chertugawa first, so... That's why I attacked that way, to see if I could bait them into, making a play like that. Rabbit. Oh, they didn't have the Thunder Spirits to enchant it properly. Oh, opponent. Okay, there's a lot we can do here. So we'll start with Sluggle. It doesn't actually matter, but we'll cast it and attack anyway. I'll PTA that, it's fine. He did not read the card, chat. Because if he did, he would save PTA for me to special ascend first. And we already have Atlantis, so we'll go find another Rise. We'll play Rise. Bring back... I thought honestly we had better options in our graveyard. I guess we'll just bring back a Foamy. Since that way if they have, damage options, we can deal with it. And then you know what? I don't know if this is right. This is maybe a bit ambitious. Oh, okay, they were conceded. Yeah, the idea there was summon Tadpuff so we can punch in. I think I'm gonna go down feel like I should be playing a bit more. I guess we just did also get unlucky. I don't know. We'll slot in one more Kuribis, maybe go down one Tsunami? Because we have a lot of tools to, like, swarm the field and get a lot of low-cost guys out there. So we kind of just want some bigger guys that can convert that into an advantage. This is arguably a hand we would mulligan. I probably should have mulliganed it. It's kind of not great. For now, we're literally just Galaxy Pass, which is not normally where you want to be. Hey, how's it going? It's going pretty well. We did a bit of trolling with the mono wind deck that didn't go super well, but they were mostly there because the daily missions were to use 15 thunder and 15 wind spirits. But now I've been testing this, water and reanimator list, inspired by what Swolax was talking about after I raided him. And it feels pretty neat. Our opponent not having any play is interesting. I think I'm just gonna expend a draw. Ooh, that does make this more interesting. We don't have a water guy in a grave, but we could set that up. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Poseidon. I downloaded the game, but I haven't played it yet. I'm hoping to this weekend after this last night at work. Yeah, that's fair. Hopefully your night at work goes well, and you do get some chance to play over the weekend. I've been having a lot of fun with it. And then, this is arguably the wrong play. I'm doing this to put more pressure and damage on our opponents, as well as bait out interaction. But it does mean that we lose out on future options that Poseidon can give us, so... Oh, really? Nothing. Wow, okay. I was fully expecting our opponent to have something there, but, guess not. But, I mean, even if our opponent messes with us, we have a really good next turn. It requires a lot of spirits, but we can set up a decent advantage next turn. They are playing a sluggle. Okay. Shuffle back their 2 water spirits. Interesting. Are they going to battle? Because if they attack, they still take 1 damage and are... Okay. They chose not to. Alright, you already see the pop off. Let's go. So we can expend 1 water spirit to play out a Tadpuff in attack. We can then use Tadpuff to special ascend out Glauby. Globby's effect triggers. Letting us add Atlantis to our hand. The poison-tipped arrowing Globby. That's still fine. We need Atlantis. Atlantis. Are you doing ranked or just testing stuff out? This is ranked. I mean, I am testing stuff out, but this is... I am testing it out in ranked, so... So the main conceit of this deck is kind of Globby here, who searches Rise from the Depths. Which lets you cast a 1-spirit water Elastral from your underworld. Oh, I thought we had more in our graveyard. That was dumb of me. As long as you have Atlantis on field. So you want to... You want to get out of Globby early and use it to convert into a lot of advantage. As you can see, we've put quite a bit on the field in this one turn. When you remember that our turn literally started with just this one galaxy, and now we're kind of popping off. We'll punch in with Globby first, because this way, if they Shield of Achilles it's like, whatever. Okay, Gorgon's Gaze. The Globby? I don't know if I agree with that, but okay. Okay, we will hit them for 2 with Galaxy. Yeah, because they already poison-tipped arrowed the Globby, so it's gonna die at end of turn, and it's doing... just doing what he can, I suppose. But I feel like, I don't know, he could be a new player. I think the right answer there is Gorgon's Gaze the Galaxy, so it can't attack, because it's going to do more damage anyway. And then you use Poison-Tipped Arrow, which lets you expend 2 spirits to KO Globby at end of turn. You conceded anyway, so... This deck feels like a lot of fun, though. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. But it is what it is. Little Anthe. Alright. Oh, this is a pretty good opening hand. Yeah, from hand to deck. Okay, they're gonna play Brumalinks. I assume go find Mountains of Boreas, which is the stadium that gives their, yep, the Snow Elestrals +1/+1. Okay. Okay, so... we'll start with Sluggle. See how they respond. Nothing. So the thing that really hurts us here is if that face down is Gorgon's Gaze. Because if they can negate our Sluggle, then we're in a bit of trouble. But they didn't use it yet. Okay. So Sluggle's effect triggers since he received a water rune from Poseidon. he can ascend into lobby. Is this a bad matchup? No. I'm not super sure, because it depends on, I guess, what kind of snow deck he's playing, but so far this deck has felt pretty solid against everything I've played it against. Its bad matchup would just be, like, very, very control-heavy decks. Like, if your opponent's playing a lot of Shield of Achilles and stuff like that, then you kind of run into some trouble, but I arguably should have put that in defense, actually. My bad. Okay. So the question here is, does he have shield? Shield is annoying, but fine. Yep, okay. Because that just puts Globby back in our hand. He'll get to kill Sluggle next turn, but yeah, I should have played this in defense. That was my bad. It happens. It happens. But we have ways of staying in it and coming back from this. Yeah. To be fair, if that attack goes in, putting this in attack is correct, because no, you can have a Catarant. Because it's more damage, but there's an argument to not doing that just to stop the damage. Oh, does he have a second Mount Saborius? That actually is a problem if he does. Yep. I need that Atlantis! Okay, we're still chilling. We're still fine. Chutugawa. Alright. Go, Foamy. Foamy is, the invincible wall. And you'll see why, unless my opponent is rude about it. If they've got, like, a Boom Bat or an Earthquake or something. And hopefully I didn't just speak that into existence. Wow, no summons, no spending to draw a card, alright. So this is why Foamy is really strong, because when Foamy is destroyed in battle, you can cast a 1-cost spirit, a 1-spirit water Elastral from your deck. Hey, you know what's a 1-spirit water Elastral? Foamy. So Foamy can go into Foamy, which can go into Foamy. And thus create a little loop that defends well against attacks. So we're actually going to, because he doesn't have a third attack here, going to go find our Sluggle again. Ooh. Okay, that's good, but not for this turn. So we can start with Poseidon. Enchant Sluggle. Sluggle effect. Which I'm actually going to grab the Glaubby from the deck just for card advantage. sake. Glauby trigger. We need to find Atlantis first, because Rise from the Depths can only be cast if you have Atlantis on field. So we can now blow up his Mountains of Boreas to play our Atlantis. And then... let's see, if I cast Sluggle, it'll be a 3/3, this will be a 5. I think we will cast a Jertugawa in defense. It's an argument here of whether I want to be on the offensive or defensive. I think I'm going to play a little bit more defensively here, so I have follow-up for next turn if he manages to... because our opponent hasn't played anything recently, my guess is he has a third Mountains of Boreas in our hand, which is actually really bad for us. Because... I only run 2 Atlantis in this deck since we can search them. But our opponent has been kind of bricking, so I'm imagining there might be a third Mountain of Boreas. Yep, okay, we called that. Because he's looking at Atlantis, so I'm imagining he's going to be playing his own Mountain of Boreas. But I need a way... really? Okay, maybe he doesn't. Well, if he did, I need a way to keep something on the field. So that I can play another Glauby or my Locagon next turn by just having it on board. And if he played a Mountains of Boreas and didn't have any other creatures, he couldn't, for example, attack over the Jertuga with the Catarant, because it would be a 4/2, because it would get +1/+1, and we would lose our +1/+1, but we'd be 4 versus 4. So, yeah, that was the line to play around Mountains of Boreas plus some way to kill our Glauby. If you're wondering why I took that line. And set up defensively. We're trying to play around as much as we can. When we can. Okay, we'll lay down shield. Do we have a Sluggle in grave? We do not. That's fine. Okay, we'll play out this Sluggle into attack. Return 3 Water Spirits to our Spirit deck. The other really nice thing about Water is they have so many Spirit recovery tools that it feels like your Spirit deck is sometimes a little too endless. In fact, they're the only, oh, yes, there's a little bit in my about section, but my name is Lunar Morning. I'm a lost magical familiar. The idea is, wizards and stuff have familiars. The Morphrosts, huh? Yeah, wizards have familiars. I'm one that doesn't have an assigned wizard. There's no magician who I am the real familiar of. But I have incredible magical power. I just can't use it all myself. I have to have a magician to aid me. We're gonna poison tipped arrow this so it can't attack over our thing. Actually, this was a bad poison tip arrow. Whoops. Oh well. I need a magician to channel the energy, and that's what the viewers are. I give my viewers the magical power to be their best selves and whatnot. That's the idea. It's a little cheesy. It was a little corny. I'm writing a series of short stories about it that I'll probably post eventually. Neat, I was curious, and sorry if it's awkward navigating Twitch on my tablet. No, you're all good. No problem. You did everything correctly. Oh, so this is the Blizzstrix Morfrost Mill deck. I see. Yeah, okay. They did have a third Mountains of Boreas, which really sucks because. So why are you? What do you mean you're playing 3 of this? But I'm pretty sure we still win this pretty handedly. Ah. I'm casting. Go back to the hand. Banish to the hand. Yep. That's like the, it's really, really hard for them to come back from that one. Man, this deck feels so solid. I'm loving this deck. This Water Enchanter deck, Swolax was onto something with this one. Herbace, Scouts, okay. Not the best hand in the world, but not terrible either. Nothing wrong with Shield of Achilles, Foamy Pass. Oh, they got the Ashed Rabbit Pass. The classic. But yeah, I've done something like, my little follow notification says something to the effect of, a new magician has need of a familiar, and stuff like that. And that's why I'm like a little felt doll, because I'm not a real boy. Do we switch Foamy to attack? And try and exert some offensive pressure? I think so. I think we... Because this also lets us go like this. In case they have Shield of Achilles. And that way we guarantee take out Ash Rabbit, because they have to bounce one of our things to hand. Doesn't look like it was Shield of Achilles that they had, but... Alright, what you got for us, opponent? Volcaries. I don't actually know what this card does. When you cast this Volcaries, you can search your deck for Hephaestus and add it to your hand. While Hephaestus is enchanted, you can also use fire from your underworld to play artifact runes. You have 1 fire spirit in the underworld, and I know Hephaestus lets you, yeah, disenchant to search for artifact runes. Okay. So they're doing some artifact shenanigans. Okay, disenchant 2. Interesting that they enchanted Hephaestus with only... Or disenchant 1. Interesting that they only did 2 searches with it, but okay. Do I Shield of Achilles here? I think I do. I think I want to keep my Galaxy around. And it lets me keep offensive pressure on them. Yeah, they do technically get something out of this, because they can now replay Volcaries to find another Hephaestus, which can do the thing again, but, okay. So I think we play Atlantis. And then just punch, punch, punch. That's not good for us. That's really not good. I know what that card does. Ooh boy, Wasp Ivy is a spooky card. That's cute, makes sense, makes sense. I'm glad you think it's cute. I like it. I had fun with it. I had fun drawing my model. Okay, we're getting Wasp Ivy here, which is not where we want to be. Interesting that they're splashing thunder, because I feel like the normal, like most of the artifact synergies are earth, fire, solar. Okay. We really want to draw Poseidon here. Poseidon would be like our S tier draw. Locagon is okay, but not great. Oh, Locagon's what we got. So we have 6 in our underworld, so Locagon would currently be a 9 power. So we could play Locagon and try and be over. Okay, I have an idea here. We're gonna Locagon. Okay, poison-tipped arrow, that's fine. We're gonna go enter battle phase. We're gonna have Foamy attack into Wasp Ivy. Foamy will trigger. We can go grab... where's Dratugua? Dratugua. Dratugua will trigger, returning 2 spirits back to our deck. And since we returned 1 or more spirits, we get to blow up a card. And now Locagon can hit directly, and now they're only at 5 spirits, which means if they want to blow up Locagon... So I didn't ask more specific questions, trying to take it all in, but I appreciate hearing your thought process. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, if you have questions, ask. If you know, If you're just trying to process what's going on, that's also fine. I totally understand. Yeah, because now they poison-tipped arrow, and now they're at 3 spirits. So, the big thing is, like, pretty much if they want to do anything, they are committing, like, the rest of their spirits to do it. Unless they drew an ambrosia. Which means that, like, we pretty much have 1 obstacle left. For whatever our opponent does. Okay, Torch of Hestia. What does this do? There we go. When the Paralyzed declares an egg, you for a total 3. If Hestia is enchanted, you may add a fire card. Oh, dang, they do have a... We were really hoping they didn't have the, Ambrosia there. That really does become a bit unfortunate for us. Kindleo, PTA, Lavalith. I think the Kindleo is what I personally would take here, but I could see an argument for Lavalith. It can be any fire card, I believe. They chose... Oh, no, they can't pick one, because, they don't have Hestia. Right. Okay. Poseidon. That's not Poseidon. It does let us live a bit longer. So we just gotta shuffle 3 things back. We actually have a lot of drawing outs. It's just we gotta find them. Poseidon gets us out and probably wins us the game. Rise from the Depths maybe doesn't win us the game, but it puts us in a really, really good position. Oh, darn, is it over? No. We still have a lot of draws. We do have to find something here. But like I said, we have quite a bit that does it here. The main things we're really wanting are Poseidon or Rise from the Depths or Foamy or Tadpuff. Like, a lot of our deck does do it, it's just drawing them. Okay, Rise does what we want for the most part. We can Rise, target... probably Sluggle, honestly, just to get even more recycling. Come on, click the button. Because Rise lets us summon a thing without using our 1 summon per turn. Because it's a special cast and not a normal cast. So now we can summon out Kurobis, which is big enough to beat over their things. The scary bit is if they had Shield of Achilles there, but it doesn't look like they do, so... We're still definitely ahead. Like, the one thing we're losing out is not having card draw right now, which is a little unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world because so much of our deck is live. Well, they had an Earthquake. Okay. So now we're in a funny little scenario called our opponent can no longer play the game because they have 0 spirits left in their spirit deck. None of their cards are physically playable, because they won't have the spirits to cast them. Technically, they can play, like, 1 more card, Oh my gosh, that's literally the best draw. Yeah, our opponent's Omega dead here. Because you are allowed to use spirits from... Yeah! So, I wish there was a way to hide this so I could, like, show what's gonna happen. The Poseidon lets us level up our Sluggle into Glauby, which finds us Rise from the Depths to summon another thing. But really, we just need to kill the Equilinks and we win. Because the second we do, they just have nothing. There are some very funny scenarios where I've played this game where both of... there's one game I played with my sister, because we play in person sometimes, where each of us got to 0 spirits left in our spirit deck, so neither of us could play cards, but I had a 5 defense Elastral, and she had a 5 attack Elastral, so we couldn't kill each other either, and so we just, it was just a game of, we have to stare at each other until one of us draws the rest of our deck, because if you draw a card and have no cards left in deck, you lose, similar to, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic. So it was just, well, none of us can play, so we're just gonna draw, pass, draw, pass, draw, pass, draw, pass. Oh, this is... Yeah. If I was going second, I would actually keep this. Game? Game is not letting me mulligan. I guess I have to... Huh? Hello? I can't keep her mulligan? Alright, we'll just quit out and reload. Seems there's a bit of a bug there. Oh, that came down to the wire like that? Yeah! Yep. I was pretty confident we would win. Because it's like, yeah, our opponent has the better board presence, but we had, like... There we go. Okay, it will let us reconnect. Like, at the very end, it's like... There's, like, 20 of the 30 cards in our deck get us into a winning position. Okay. So the game is functioning now, but unfortunately it made us keep the bad hand that we didn't want to keep, which is, unfortunate. Also, it seems to have muted itself. Oh, there we go. It's back. The sound's back. I guess I just had to fiddle with the sound settings. It do be early access. Okay, Peliquarius, they go find a water Elastral. What's our opponent gonna find? They find a Foamy, okay. I don't think I play anything here. There's an argument to the Tsunami just to avoid damage, but it's 1 damage and Tsunami can put up a better shield later? Sluggle. Okay, Sluggle is okay. It's not really what we want to see at this point in the game, but we don't have a whole ton of other options to play, so might as well play what we can. Now, the hope is that they just play out that Foamy, and we can Tsunami to keep Sluggle around, and then play out Lockagon next turn. Hey, that's a good start. We are actually going to Poison Tip Arrow this. Which may seem like a weird decision, but it's one of the few ways of getting Foamy off of the field without triggering its ability. Because Foamy only does his summon from deck if he's destroyed by battle. So if we can destroy him by a card effect, like this, he won't replace himself. What has our opponent got here? Okay. Alright. Another PTA, huh? Alright. We will cast a Lakagon into defense. We arguably... maybe I should have summoned him into attack. Actually, I think attack was the better option there. Because then we could blow up Pelaquarius. Yeah, alright. Bit of a misplay on my part. That's okay. Sometimes we do that. I see what you mean. Better act now. Yep. Sometimes you have to play your cards when you don't want to because it's all you can do. I guess it is now our opponent's turn to reconnect. Maybe it's just, Joe Thang Nelson here has, some whack connection issues going on. Oh, he's earthquaking us? That's rude. Dang, okay. Okay, the best draw here is Sluggle. We're absolutely PTAing that. That card is very annoying and shuts down a lot of options. Yeah, our best draw here is the Champion of Poseidon, Sluggle. We also don't hate seeing Foamy or, That's entirely possible, but I'm glad the reconnecting works. Yeah, I'm glad that it reconnects pretty quickly, all things considered, it seems. Yeah, Champion of Poseidon Sluggle is what we really want. Foamy isn't bad. Atlantis, huh? That's actually not the worst thing in the world. So we can Atlantis. And then, now that we have Atlantis, we can rise from the depths. Sadly, we can only summon back Sluggle, but this is another case of playing what you got to when you got to. What's our opponent got? Is there anything you're looking forward to from future sets? Honestly, just the game growing in general. I'm excited for them. I guess one of the things is I'm excited for just more cards to be added to Clash, because they've only got like 60-ish% of the cards currently available in paper on Clash. And I would just like to see them have, you know, the rest of the Clash card pool in there. But yeah, I just honestly, so far. Oh, can it not receive enchantments? Oh, I made a mistake there. That was my bad. Like, they've done a very good job of having, like, a good variety of strategies. And interesting stuff. So, like, you know, I'm fairly confident that a lot of the stuff they put out will be interesting, because so far they've had a good track record of making sure what they put out is interesting. I can't attack, can I? Yep. So, like... yeah. Also, I know in the next set that's coming out, they're adding Dionysus, and that's my favorite Greek god. So, that. I'm excited to see how they make Dionysus play, because, like, it's the god of partying and madness. They gotta make it they gotta make it fun somehow. I think we actually... did we see... oh, so we are probably very much losing this game. I'm looking up right now to see if we've seen what Dionysus's effect is. You know, that's actually still not a terrible draw. No, we have not seen what Dionysus' effect is. We've seen a couple of the champions of Dionysus. We haven't seen what Dionysus himself does. Do you have another Gorgon's Gaze? Okay. So we actually can expend to draw here. Maybe draw something that keeps us in this game. Oh, if we had drawn you like a turn earlier... well... there's still a world where we can crawl out of this. He's the wine god? Yes. He's the god of, like, partying. He's also, like, the god of madness and, like, insanity. That's the less often discussed part of Dionysus's, edicts, domains. But he's wine, he's festivity, stuff like that. So I'm super excited to see what they do with him. Okay. I'm a little rusty on Greek mythology, lol, unless you count the Hades game. I mean, the Hades game is one of the best adaptations of Greek mythology, so I don't fault you for that one. Okay. We do get a little screwed if that face down is Gorgon's Gaze, but it doesn't seem to... well, I guess it still could be. Don't be Gorgons, don't be Gorgons, don't be Gorgons. Okay. Doesn't look like it's Gorgons yet. I can't do no spirits, okay. I'm wondering what that face down could be. I guess it could be Tsunami, and it's just like, because of the matchup we're in, it does nothing. Okay, Rise from the Depths. We can use our last rune. Oh no, we can't even do this. Shoot. How? Okay, well, we can do it next turn. Okay, don't be shield. Shield also cooks us here. Okay. We are fighting for our lives here. So if they don't have a way to kill Globey, which they've already used Earthquake. Earthquake's a one of. And they don't have a way to do us damage here. Like they're not playing a one of Eruption or something for some reason. We should be able to potentially claw our way back in here. Oh, okay, they're going on the defensive, which is an excellent sign for us. Okay, so we can go play Sluggle. I want to believe. I'm trying to believe so hard. Okay, we just need to dodge a Gorgon's Gaze here. Let's go. Because this puts 3 Leviathans back. We can then play a Rise from the Depths. You know what's better than 1 Sluggle? 2 Sluggles. And now we have 4 spirits, so a lot more of our card draws are live. I think we will go to battle phase, take out the rabbit. They have a second rabbit, okay. So yeah, the big issue here is that we've gone through all 3. I'd get a plush of Sluggle, maybe 2. I would absolutely. I know they released plushes of the spirits for the Kickstarter, and I know that because I have a Leviathan plush of the water spirit there. But I would absolutely get a Sluggle plush as well. Do we play Nectar? Nectar is a huge risk here. I'm a gambling man. It paid off. It paid off. We found an Ambrosia. Let's go. Oh wait, you backed the Kickstarter? Yeah, I backed the Kickstarter for the physical card game. They had a second Kickstarter for Elestrals Clash, like this online platform, that I didn't back just because of my financial state at the time. But, yeah, I backed the Kickstarter for the... I still have a ton of stuff. I have like a bunch of Kickstarter promos that are really fancy looking. And whatnot. Okay. Straight up or... Oh no, we can't do that. Okay. I don't think we have, yeah. We've used all 3 of our Rise from the Depths, so we can only grab Atlantis now, which is kind of unfortunate. But we can take out their two Elestrals that they have on field. Okay, shield. I'm actually kind of okay with that. Okay. So it wasn't 2 shields. So, big draws here would be our own Dratugawa, or, Kurabis isn't bad. It's not exactly what we want, but it's definitely not a bad option. Ambrosia's not good for us. Our own Ambrosia. The third Sluggle would actually be kind of poggers. Latagon isn't awful, but not really what we want. A lot of our deck is still a decent draw. I think the only thing we really don't want to draw here is... I'm not even going to say it, because if I say it, I'll manifest it. If I say it, my deck will hear me, and it'll give me the bad cards. Okay, that's not great, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah, okay, so... Look at our deck, because we don't actually have any searches. Yeah. So we need Dratugawa. Galaxy would be okay. The 2 Kurabis are what we'd really like. Like, this is the S tier draws. Let's attack with the weaker one first, just in case they have Shield of Achilles or something. Okay. 3 damage, let's go. Alright, our opponent is also getting down to the wire. Why do they have Lunar Spear? Oh, for the Spectress, okay. I was like, have we seen a Lunar card out of them? We've seen 1. They play a Tadpuff. Okay. A Kurabis. Okay. That's fine, I guess. But now they're at 0 spirits. They get to hit us. Blow up our guy. Oh, but now, I see. Okay. Okay, I see what you're doing. Not a good draw. How many cards are in deck? 19 to 19? Why can't I change this to defense? Eh? Wait, why can't this be changed to defense? I don't understand. Well, that's annoying. Because we actually have a way to win here if I was allowed to change my thing into defense. But I don't know what's preventing it. There's nothing that I think should be preventing it. What if I'm just gonna quit and reload and see if that, and reconnect and see if that changes it. Oh, it didn't even enter into the game. Dang. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, because if we switch it to defense, we actually get into that funny scenario where both of us have 0 spirits in deck, so we can't play any cards. But I have 19 cards in deck, and he has 19 cards in deck, and he draws first, so he would deck out before me. Yeah, I don't know why. I might have to ask... I'll probably clip this part of the stream, and then ask the people in the Discord, and ask in the Discord, if that's a bug, or it could be that I was missing something, like there was some effect I was forgetting. But, oh well, it happens, you know. Do be a early game. But yeah, that deck has felt really solid. I was going to look at, because I saw that... I wanted to see if I could try and make a... some kind of artifact thing. Because the Volcaries of Festus, like, together is really good. As this normal, you can turn an artifact from your underworld. He gets +1 for each one. Oh, it's grabbing this because it says target? No, wait. Why is it grabbing... What in this says art? Oh, Earthquake! Earthquake has art in it. That's funny. I just want artifact. There we go. And then we're gonna want the Wasp Ivy package. The 3 of this guy. And 3 Wasp Ivy. So we're gonna want the Poison Tipped and Poison Tipped Arrow, Poison Tipped Tunic. We're gonna want an Ambrosia because everyone wants Ambrosia. I don't know if Shield is worth it. We'll think on that. Probably play 1 necklace. What are we at right now? 34 cards in deck? Oh, we should actually add some more artifacts, probably, because we've only got the 3 right now. What is Demeter's effect? enchant to give an Elastral +3/+3. And that was like all the cards that work well with artifacts, aren't they? Artifact. Yeah. So then we need more, like one more Elastral. Is there another good fire? You know what? We'll play a Lavalith in there. So, okay, so we have 2, 3, 2, which is 7 plus 6, so 13 fire cards. Okay, so we're gonna do 4 solar, because that's our only solar is the Helioliths. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we'll do, I think, 8 of each of the other types. We'll see how this feels. I'm just gonna call this Artifact Pile for now. This is definitely more in the experimental kind of a rogue deck. I would say Water Reanimator is more in the meta thing. We'll see how this feels. Bizarre Swordsman. That is like the worst hand this deck could physically give me. Jeez. Okay. This hand is very funny, but it is infinitely better. Cast this in defense. Set 2 poison-tipped arrows. And pray they don't have, Hurricane. Hurricane is what really... Sometimes you just gotta give it a go. Yeah. Okay, Smoltuga. That finds them any 1 Spirit Fire Elastral. I am going to Poison-Tipped Arrow here. Just as a way to bring out Wasp Ivy before they can really interact. This does get dicey if they have Earthquake. And my response to that would be, they just don't have Earthquake. They just didn't draw it. They just didn't draw it. Sometimes you have to realize what you lose to, and you just have to look at your opponent and go, they just didn't draw it. Surely my opponent to just not draw the cards. That was a mistake. I meant to grab one from deck. Funnily enough, water is probably the worst matchup for this, because they actually have ways of changing our Wasp Ivy into defense where he is vulnerable. Always keep it in mind, but can't be overly defensive. Yep. Sometimes you have to look at a scenario and be like, you know, this is good in 90% of scenarios. I may lose to that 10%, but like, you know, I just have to rely on the probability and pray that I I hit that 90. My opponent has gone to battle phase and decided to think. Do they want to attack my giant bug with their tiny turtle? I don't know, opponent. Do you want to... They have decided no. They have decided that they will not. Okay, we'll cast this in attack. Which goes and finds us an artifact rune. We're gonna go find the Scythe of Demeter. This actually helps inundate us against, like, defense effects. Because now Wasp Ivy has a slightly more respectable attack value. Or defense value, I mean. We can attack over their Smoltuga. Oh, opponent. Oh, opponent. You forgot to read my card. Oh, you forgot to read my card. Oh, I feel bad. Wasp Ivy is unaffected by counter runes if it was ascended from Cyan Nectar, and since this was, they can activate Shield of Achilles, it just does nothing. That was just a sad, my opponent forgot how to read moment. A classic card gamer problem. Sometimes you do. I get it. Sometimes you forget to read your opponent's cards. Sometimes you look at a card and it's got, like, 20 words on it, and you're like, I'm just gonna hope that isn't relevant, and I don't want to read this. Our opponent is also on the Volcari's, artifact stuff, huh? They're playing a Smoltuga to go find Volcari's, and it looks like they're much more fire-heavy than we are, where we're kind of mixed, but, you know, fair enough. Okay, True Hephaestus. Go find an artifact. Find the torch. I feel like the torch isn't really worth it, but go off, opponent. I guess if they were playing Hestia, it's worth it, but I don't know if Hestia is worth it in a fight like this. Oh, our opponent's going all in. They're putting everything they've got into killing our Wasp. Okay, Shield Ambrosia Smoltuga. I'd probably put Ambrosia on top if I was my opponent here. Okay. Fun fact, Wasp Ivy has another effect where you, if you kill it, you're gonna expend 3 runes, my friend. Really? You're keeping the necklace around? Alright. I feel like every single time there I would not want to keep the necklace around because it puts you down. I guess if he knows he's drawing it... Well, no, because he can't even play the Ambrosia because he doesn't... I guess he can use the Hephaestus. Okay, I kind of see what he's going for. Doesn't mean I agree, but I can see what his idea is. Oh, thank you so much! Thank you so much for the bits. That's so kind of you. Well, that's really nice. Thank you, Geek Yogurt. That means a lot. Alright, we will hit our own Hephaestus. Grab a poison tunic. Change you to defense. Because we could... Let's see. Yeah, we could Cyan Nectar... Poison Tunic, Wasp Ivy, but that doesn't actually get us there. But we can do it next turn. And I think if we do it next turn, it kind of wraps up the game. So... You'll see what line I'm going for here next. But thank you so much for the 100 bits. It really means a lot. I'm probably gonna keep saying thank you over and over again, because that's the kind of person I am, but... Okay, he's destroying Necklace to play Ambrosia, which is... fair. I feel like I would activate... If I was my opponent, I would use Hephaestus to search for another artifact, and that way you can keep Necklace around for one more turn, potentially. But... Oh, wait, no, because his Hephaestus has too many runes. Never mind. Don't listen to me. What is he gonna find? Liar. Okay. So it looks like he's playing a similar deck to ours, but instead of running the Earth stuff with Wasp Ivy and Cynectar, he's running, like, Smoltuga to get to the fire stuff faster. Hey, no problem, dude. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. I'm still gonna keep saying it, but yeah. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's, like, nice to get access to that more consistently, but at the same time, I feel like the Cyan Nectar Wasp Ivy stuff is so powerful that... that I feel like it's worth... It's worth splashing into, the other colors for. Okay, he's gonna attack our deck directly. That's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. We're gonna start burning solar runes, because we are getting a little spirit drained. Oh, that is a wonderful draw. Oh, we love to see an Ambrosia. Okay, shuffle back, I think 1 Vipyro, 2 Taratlus, because we're gonna do some earth-heavy stuff here. Okay, so we will play out Cyan Nectar. We play out a Poison Tunic on Volcaries. Hey, our opponent conceded. Yeah, because so what happens there is we bring out Wasp Ivy, which can attack the Volcaries. And since Poison Tunic is destroyed, they have to expend 2 runes and then expend 1 because of the damage Wasp Ivy does, which is enough to finish them off. So it seems that ours was the better artifact pile. Oh, this is someone with the Kickstarter thing. This is someone who did it back to the Kickstarter. Okay. This hand is keepable. It's destroyed in battle. Okay. Oh man, this guy's blinged out to the 9s. Holy moly. He's got the Drakid buddy, the super special shipwrecked board, which looks sick, dude. Fancy car. This is a man who has dedicated himself to an Elestrals. And I love it. This looks, dude, that board looks so fancy. Oh, this art's cute. Oh, it's Hephaestus with the Volcaries. Oh, that's so nice. Bro, you're running. Also, it's so weird that I immediately built my artifact pile deck, and the Elestrals Clash was like, hey, you want to just fight artifact pile decks, right? That's what you want to fight? So I guess we're in another mirror, but this guy's deck looks much, much prettier than mine. So shoutouts to him, honestly. Okay, alright. We will start with our own Volcaries. Main thing is, does our opponent have a Gorgon's Gaze here? Does not appear so, because that would be the time to fire it. We get to find our Hephaestus. Play Hephaestus. I played it in the same column so our Hephaestuses can look at each other. Oh dang, that might be the coolest stuff. I'm jealous. I'm jealous too, dude. I want all this. That looks so sick. I know if you can unlock it by like doing stuff over the little launch period here. And I'm gonna be trying to unlock it because it's so cool looking, dude. Okay, let's activate Hephaestus. We'll go find how many fire runes are left? Okay, we still have a few. We will go find the hammer. Play the hammer. And now we can attack over his guy. Hopefully. I just realized that if he has Shield of Achilles, we're in a world of trouble. Tsunami. Okay, Tsunami's not bad. It's not... Oh, that is a fancy Tsunami. Holy moly. Dude, this guy's so fancy. This guy's so fancy. Okay, he's changing his to attack. The artifact is enchanted. Okay. Necroth. An attack, but it's misenchanted. So we don't have to worry about it too much. Okay. We're gonna flip Argo. And then we can play out a Poison Tunic, and you'll see why I'm doing this in just a moment. Okay. Okay, we expend 1. Okay, singable carries. Alright, first we will play out Reforge, which lets us return Hammer of Hephaestus to our hand and shuffle back 2 Fire Spirits. So we're going to then summon our Heliolith. Heliolith's effect lets us return his Volcaries to his hand, which blows up the torch for us. While we're at it, let's actually just Hephaestus again. Add... You know what? We'll add another Poison Tunic. We could hammer as well. Yeah, we'll hammer. This is arguably the wrong decision, but it lets us leverage more offense here and make it harder for him to counterattack. And then Poison Tunic triggers, so he has to expend 2 more runes. Okay. So this guy is on the Earth stuff. Or at least a little bit of Earth stuff, because it's got a few Earth spirits. But it doesn't look like he's on the Solar stuff. For the Heliolith combos. Okay, Festus. Maybe I should be playing Viscerus. Viscerus is such a good card. I wonder if there's a mono Earth strategy that uses all this stuff. Like, maybe you just play Volcaries Hephaestus in an Earth deck. Okay, he's Harmonying, which is not great, but fine, I guess. Viscerus triggers, go finds another Viscerus. Enchanted artifact room, okay. I might brew that deck in a minute. Okay. That's really good for us, actually. Reforge. Poison Tunic. Shuffle back 2 Vipyros. Oh, we can do some fun stuff here. Volcaries. This can go find us a Hephaestus. Which we'll do just for the sake of having cards in hand. Oh. Oh, we can be really funny here. Are you guys ready for the funniest thing you've ever done diddly see? Alright, you ready for some goofy nonsense? Oh, do I still have another fire rune? Okay, yes. Okay. Sometimes you have to see a card in action before you realize how good it is. Yep. Alright. Alright. We will grab... I don't think it really matters, but we'll grab this. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh, wait! No! Oh, I can't do it! Oh, I messed it up! Oh, I'm dumb! No! Oh, I am a fool of a man. Oh, I messed it up. Ah, dang. Okay, well, never mind. I can't be funny. Oh, I ran out of time. Okay, well. Yeah. It be like that. So the funny thing there is, if we had one more rune on Hephaestus, we can use the Spirit's Engrave with Volcaries to triple Poison Tunic this. Because we don't need the spirits in deck, we can use the ones in the underworld to go Poison Tunic, Poison Tunic, Poison Tunic, and then blow him up. But I needed the Hephaestus to still be alive. Which unfortunately it was not the case. And I think we are dead here, right? Because... yeah. Yep, we're dead. I need at least 4 runes for anything in my deck that gets me out of this, so... Dang. Dang, the little bit of misplays. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, I want to see if I can do something with just, like, Earth Fire. When you normal cast Boltuga, you can expend Earth to search your deck and or Underworld for an Eruption and add it to your hand. Eruption makes your opponent expend 3. Use one or more, you can change the position of an Elastral. Okay, so it looks like if I was to do something like this, where it's just like Earth, Fire, Beatdown, we would do... well, we'd be playing one of these, because they're just good. So, we probably don't even want triple Hephaestus, just like 2 Hephaestus. No, we can do triple Hephaestus. We'll have enough artifacts to make it work. Yeah, so the fire package is just triple Hephaestus, triple Volcaries. To find the artifacts? I'm trying to think if there's any other fire things I want, but I don't think there is. Because the rest is going to be... triple Demeter, triple Demeter's Scythe, triple Sprouter to find more artifacts, double Viserys. We'll play 2 of the other Viserys. The Wasp, Ivy, Cyanectar stuff. Where's Cyanectar? Which means we're going to want to run triple PTA, triple Poison Tunic. We can still play a couple Argos, triple of this. We can play some... Dex not getting more 3 instances. Oh, so this Viserys counts as the other Viserys. Okay. So we'll play just one of the other Viserys, I guess. Even though he's, objectively the weaker Viserys. I'm surprised there's not, like, an Earth, Fire, Elastral. Like, that feels like, you know, some kind of lava monster. Seems like it would be pretty, There probably is, that's just not in Clash yet. Oh, we're 1 card short. I was like, oh, do we need to find another card? Okay. Do we want Equilinx? Equilinx is a pretty strong card. Oh, we'll probably just play 1 of Rummagem as a way to... Or, actually, let's do, like a Gorgon's Gaze or something. No, we should do Shield. We already have PTA as a way to deal with problem Elestrals. Alright, and we will call this... Earth Effect. We'll play like 6 and 14. Nerd got him. True. Alright. We'll do a couple games with this, and then I'll probably call it for the night, but I want to test this out first. Show me my worthy opponent. Who's it gonna be? Optional rules. I would like to argue that the rules are not optional, but, you know, what do I know, I guess. This is an okay hand. I'd preferably want, like, a Poison Tip Arrow or something in there as well, but... It does what we want the deck to do, so, like, can I really say no to keeping it? Our opponent's playing Eruption, alright. 1, 2, 3. Hydrake. Okay. So a wind, fire, burn list, maybe? Is that what we're seeing here? Hydrake is annoying, because we don't have a good way to deal with its effect. So how do I play this? Huh, this really does make it awkward. Alright, I think we'll start with playing Viserys. And a Demeter. Man, Hydrake does kind of counter our whole deck, doesn't he? I didn't really think about that. I should probably be playing one Necklace of Harmonia, because that's actually the out here, is Necklace, and we have a few ways to search it. That's something to consider. Maybe we actually play Necklace over Shield of Achilles? And just play, like, pure offense? Oh, this is bad. Oh, we're getting sauced on. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is actually really bad for us. Yikes. Because now he gets to add Chrysor to his hand. Oh, he added a Saint Sorlet, so that probably means he already has the Chrysor. Oh, he doesn't have Chrysor. Okay, interesting. Oh, that's the draw we needed. Okay, wait, we actually... Chat, we might be in this still. Because Earthquake takes out Hydrake without triggering his effect. Which is what we need. We can go Volcaries, cast an attack. Volcaries find Hephaestus. Play Hephaestus. Trigger Hephaestus to search our deck for a card. Go find Scythe. Scythe. Oh, do I not have Earth Runes in the graveyard? Oh, I can only use fire from the... Okay, I see. That's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. We then get to enchant Volcaries with the sword. Go to battle, beat over. And that lets us put back 2 of the Earth Spirits that we used to play all that. So we're still in it. We got over the Hydrake situation. If they do play a second Hydrake, we are a little not happy. But surely they won't have it. Okay, Ambrosia. That's not... I don't know. That's kind of middle of the road. You never want your opponent to have Ambrosia, but it's never the end of the world when they do. Like, it just means that the game's gonna go a little longer and they have a better chance of making a comeback, but it doesn't actually progress them, like, fully towards that comeback, if that makes sense. Like, it just means, oh, I have more life that I need to chew through to really finish off my opponent here. Okay, Warmite is... Oh, gives it -4? Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, the card we want to draw most is probably Poison Tip Arrow. Poison Tunic is actually really good for us. How do I do this? Unfortunately, I think the answer is... having to do this, which is not where we want to be, but... Alright, boys, it's Wasp Ivy and a Dream. Unfortunately, we do just lose to, like, a lot of things here. Most notably, another Eruption, because we know that our opponent's playing them. The Toxeon Wind guy that I forget the name of. The Wind Scorpion also kills us here. Earthquake into Elestrals kills us here. I feel like I played this a little wrong, which is kind of on me. But hey, sometimes that happens. What you got, opponent? Sorlet in defense. Well, that's not something that kills us yet. The main thing we want to draw here is Ambrosia. It's pretty much the only draw we have that, like, actively progresses our game plan and lets us do more than just Wasp Ivy in a Dream, but... Okay, they're poisoned tunicking us. Warmite. Does this do what they want? Yep. Okay, they got us. Alright, let's do one more with this deck. Now that I understand a bit more of what I should actually be doing to play it. Red Pajamas, huh? Alright. This is a fine hand. Actually, it's nice. If we're going first, like, Cyan Nectar set poison-tipped arrows is a perfectly respectable start. It really only loses to, like, Earthquake or Blizzard, which I guess our opponent could be on. They are playing Flare Mine, which means they're in Snow. And there are a number of decks that play exactly 2 Earth Runes just so that they can play, Earthquake, because it's such a generically powerful option. Good try, GG. Yeah, it was good. It was a good game still. I think I over-enchanted Demeter there. I should have only enchanted Demeter with 1 extra. Just for the sake of having more spirits in my deck for the later game, because that's what really screwed us, is not having late game spirits. Nectar of the Gods into Nectar of the Gods, alright. Bro is Pot of Greeding here. I'll play Pot of Greed and draw 2 cards from my deck. That's what it do, Yugi. Ah, we're bears. We're bears, I see. Alright, we are PTAing here. Even though this is not a card I would normally Poison Tip Arrow, because it's not super high impact. We're Poison Tipped Arrowing because it lets us immediately evolve Psynectar. Or ascend Psynectar. And Wasp Ivy is just a really powerful card. And probably, it's slowly becoming one of my favorite cards in the game. I really like the Wasp Ivy stuff. Not to mention, and this is probably I mean, I guess it's technically a wasp, but, bees/wasps are my favorite, like, animal, or bug, not animal. They're my favorite type of bug. Are we getting an immediate, Ursa Den? The answer is no. Okay, our opponent saw that and decided it was enough. Oh, what's my, tasks? Oh, I won 15 games. Chad, I'm a real gamer. I won 15. Oh, that gave me so much XP. Okay. Got a Pandora's box here. Got some Spirit Ashes, some gold and some Spirit Ashes. Which means we can go open one more box. Do some gambling. I love gambling. Oh, hey, that's the fanciful carries. Oh, wait, we're immediately gonna... Volcarries. I want to use the fancy art. Let's go! Now we have fancy Volcarries. Alright. I will do one more run back with this deck. And then that is probably where I'll call it for the night, because it's almost 11 p.m. No channel. So, if this is gonna be the last one, let's make it good. This is a rough hand. I think our deck mulligans well enough that I can afford a mulligan here. Taurus, Cyanectar. Oh, that's much better. Oh, yeah, that was so worth. 10,000% worth. Because we get the best start in the game, that's right. Cyanectar into defense, set the poison-tipped arrow. Literally, how do you beat it? It's impossible. Except, you know, Earthquake. Or Blizzard. Or Thunderstorm. Or, well... yeah, you get the idea. But basically nothing beats it, really. We can actually use a fire rune here, because we're not super fire heavy. We get to PTA this. And And then we get to bring out the boy himself. Wasp Ivy. Dude, I would sell like half of my soul to start every game with a Cyan Nectar poison-tipped arrow in my hand. Unfortunately, I can't do that because my soul is already spoken for. Not like in a marriage way, in a I've already sold it to someone way. Yeah, we can just blow up their Necruff. Draw another Sprout here. Okay, let's play Hephaestus. Oops, I didn't mean to open that. Disenchant this from Hephaestus to search for a... Probably just a Poison Tunic, honestly. There's an argument to grabbing Scythe there, but I like Poison Tunic more for follow-up reasons. And then we'll cast a Tectaurus. Go to battle phase. Punch. Please, Shield of Achilles, please tell me you didn't read the card. It's so funny. Okay, well, that stops the Tectaurus attack, but it doesn't do anything about the Wasp Ivy attack. And I don't think hitting Tsunami there is wrong at all. Especially because it means Tectaurus is now in defense, which he is much, much weaker to. So if he has follow-up like a Singent Necruff or something, then we actually are in a little bit of trouble. Not really, but like... Ah! Is this a... Ah, I see what you're doing. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. I like that play. They put their own torch on our guy because it lets them bounce the Hestia back to hand. Or bounce the Wasp Ivy back to hand. Alright. That's a little fancy, that's a little silly. I see what our opponent's going for. Our opponent also appears to be on some artifact pile. This last, like, set of games has just been like, yeah, dude, all the artifact pile players, you wanna play against each other. Big brain plays? Yeah, that was actually pretty smart on our opponent's part, I'm not gonna lie. And it does put us pretty far behind. We do have a lot of good draws. Cyan Nectar would be the best draw here. Wow, the third Sprout here, huh? We do have a very funny line here. Do I go for it? It loses to so much. But I think it's worth attempting. Dang. Okay. Of the options our opponent can play, though, that is attack nexus or send. That's one of the like least impactful ones. We're not happy to see it, but like, if it was Shield of Achilles and he let me do my full combo, then we would have been in a lot of trouble. Okay. Astro Rabbit, draw a card. Go to attacks. Reveal Lavalith, Kinleos, Moltuga. Gonna do damage to us. Another damage to us. Okay. Another tunic, huh? Okay, we really need it to not be... We need that face down to not be Shield of Achilles or another Gorgon's Gaze. Because if it is, the answer is our opponent's just better than us, honestly. Look at this. Look at this dual-wielding scythe deer thing. Ooh, Argo was not what I was expecting, but I think it does win them the game here. If they have Necklace of Harmonia, or... Yeah, Necklace of Harmonia, or Poison Tunic. I think both win them the game here. Lyre of Apollo also does it, I think, right? Oh, they misenchanted it, though. Okay, wait. They made a mistake. Okay, or they didn't realize they didn't have the solar spirits, which is probably more likely. My guess is that they were running low on spirits and didn't realize that they couldn't use the solar spirits. Okay, we're still in this. We still have a chance. Enchant another spirit to Ashtrabbit, which lets them draw another card. Change it to defense. Earthquake. I will grab the third Scythe of Demeter. And the third poison tunic. Do they have shield? I don't think so, because I feel like if it was shield, they would fire it immediately. Dang. Okay, they have shield. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. Kind of? I don't actually know. I guess it's now a game of whoever draws Ambrosia first. Because I don't think they have anything that can threaten a defense position Sprout here. And we don't have anything with one spirit that can beat over Astrabbit. So I think it is a case of one of us needs to draw Ambrosia first. Ambrosia? 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 I'm a gamer. The problem is that I'm too good at this game, actually. The problem is that I just manifest the cards I need. Literal Yu-Gi-Moto moment. So, oh yeah, no, because I don't think there's anything the face downs can do that threaten us, because he doesn't have enough runes to use them. Because even if he, like, shields... Yeah! Oh, that was a back and forth for the century, but we took it. We absolutely took that. We were fighting for our life at the end there, but the problem is that I'm too good at video games. Good stuff, nice fight. Yeah. It was definitely a little bit of luck, but at the same time, all card games are a little bit of luck. Yes, there's a lot of skill expression, and I think Elestrals is definitely more skill than it is luck, but there are moments where you just play better by drawing the right card. Alright, we're gonna find who of my friends I want to raid into today. Let's see, who's live right now? I could also look and see, let's actually... Who else is live on Elestrals Clash right now? Big Swolax is still live. I could raid him again, but I don't like raiding... I don't like raiding the same person over and over again. It makes me feel awkward. Alright, we're gonna raid another Elestrals Clash creator named Primary Artemis. They seem like they're a pretty small streamer, but... Actually, can I raid them? Yeah, okay. Thanks for streaming, though. I hope you have a good night. I hope you all have a good night, too. Yeah, if you want more Elestrals, we're going to be raiding into Primary Artist, who's currently playing it. They are a flesh tuber. You know, if you're scared of skin, sorry, it's not another VTuber. I feel like I'm the only VTuber who streams this game, so, you know, is what it is. I gotta get more VTubers on this. But anyways, if you want to follow me on social media and know, like, scheduling updates, and sometimes I post, like, random memes or how I'm feeling and stuff, Blue Sky is the place to do that. It's the only social media I'm really active on. Otherwise, I hope you all have a good night. I hope you all be good people. Next stream will be Monday, so a little while from now. Unless I do a gorilla stream. Make sure you wear your seatbelts, all that fun stuff. Thank you again, Geek Yogurt, for the 100 bits. It really means a lot. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!